is Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Busted!
Hi there everyone, here I am again, Lord of Shadows, Star Wars Rebels Season 3, and this time here we are finally at the mid-season finale episode, Visions and Voices, but before that...
Red Admiral Wolf returning as always, your personal favorite, after him.
Personal favorite, you're the only one here. But
I said after him. That means after you, Lord of Shadows.
Yeah, but still, you know, get it, yeah, calm down.
Okay.
So,
overall,
Visions
madness begins. I had to do that.
Right. Yeah, like you said before, madness begins. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we finally have Mo back, you know, and this time he's crazier than usual.
Yeah, and not only him, but Ezra is going crazy. Oh, sorry.
Like a pun?
Ezra is going crazy too.
Oh.
Because he's hallucinating. You think that he's hallucinating more on the planet, and hear his voices in his head.
Yeah, like Ezra.
Yeah.
You know,
Something like we saw in Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets. Something like that.
Go away. Can I move on?
Okay.
So the entire the episode starts, you know, with the rebels trying, you know, to get ready, you know, to again, you know, to attack the weapon factory on the fall, you know, when they were, you know, in the previous episode, an inside man, you know, and all of a sudden there you have, like you said, Ezra hearing voices in his head, you know, like calling him, which was Darth Maul, and also plus bonus, he's seeing like hallucinations, you know, everywhere he goes, he sees Darth Maul. There's Darth Maul. No, he's Darth Maul. Yeah. There's Darth Maul. You know, because in that moment, in that way, he almost killed the fucking pilot because of that.
Yeah.
He almost killed the fucking pilot. You know, and after Ezra having problems seeing Maul and everything. You know, I mean, here's the one thing they really like. You know, if you remember, you know, from the episode the Holocrons of Fate, when like those two holocrons, you know, collided together. You know, and also if you remember, you know, they became broken after that. You know. But still, you know, Ezra in his room, he has like these two holocrons, you know, which is kind of, you know, which is kind of very cool, you know, the same way, you know, because the one thing I was wondering, you know, I mean, even if they're broken, can he use them in some way, you know, again, or like I don't know, I mean,
I don't know because firstly,
you know, because in Legends, when I'm, you know, familiar with the holocrons, you know, when they are broken, you know, you can use. I mean, there are so many, you know, like with no visions, like ways, you know, because in sometimes, you know, you can use them, sometimes you can't. So you know, so I'm really curious to see, you know, if he's gonna use them again. But overall, you know, in this episode also we have a very special guest. He or a thing, whatever.
the Bandu.
Yes.
And the one in the middle. Bandu.
The Bandu. Yes. Yeah. Again, voiced by the greatest, one of the greatest British voice actors, one of also the previous Doctor Who's. I can't actually fucking remember his name right now, you know, but I know him, you know, and his voice, you know, him voicing the Bendu is so perfect. It's so, the strongest of his voice, you know, the deep, you know, when he goes very deep, you know, and the smile. I mean. It is perfect, just simply perfect. You know, I really like his voice. You know, so also, you know, like I said, after, you know, Ezra having problems with Maul, they came there, you know, to find the Bendu, you know, try to, you know, to get the answers and everything. And of course, you know, like Bendu, you know, if like I said, like in the Holocrons of Fate, that, you know, warn them about the Holocrons, you know, the consequence, you know, when they try to collide them and everything, you know, because in one side you get great wisdom, but in one side you can also get great danger. You know?
In other words, you can summon oblivion.
Exactly. Yes, you can summon oblivion. And the one thing I really like is, you know, that when Ezra said, like, you know, that he doesn't want to see Maul ever again, and Bendis just said, "Then don't turn around."
Yeah.
And they turn around. There you have Maul, and then out of nowhere, which kind of was for me really bugged me in a way, like where the hell Ben went? You know, like
Yeah.
a creature fucking that big.
Yeah,
How the
can
fuck
disappear.
how the fuck he can disappear? How the fuck he can disappear?
I don't know.
You know, at the beginning, you know, before like you know he transformed himself, you know, into the creature that he is. You know, he is some kind of a tree or something like that. You know, but
Some kind
you know,
of rock, something like that.
yeah, but how the hell can he disappear? You know, that really, you know, then actually all the time, you know, he really bugged me. Really bugged me, you know, something really got on my nerve, but still, the one thing is, you know, fair enough, when I saw Mole there, you know, where the Bendu is, you know, I really thought like, again, it's gonna be like one of his hallucinations,
Yeah.
you know, well, one way. So overall, Mole gets Ezra to go with him on, which it brings so much memories, you know, when I'm gonna say the name of that planet, Dathomir, the home planet of the Zabraks, you know, or more precisely of Darth Maul. You know, I mean, when it comes to Dathomir, what is the first thing you're thinking inside, except the Zabraks and Darth Maul?
Except the Zabraks and Darth Maul, the Night Sisters, and
Mother Talzin.
Mother Talzin.
Yes, the mummy, Darth Maul's mommy.
Yeah.
Very creepy mommy.
Yeah,
But,
creepy. And the sorcery of Star Wars.
Well, I don't know because
The rituals.
Yeah. But here's the thing: when George Lucas, you know, when Dave Filoni and George Lucas were working on the Clone Wars, you know, and when introducing the Night Sisters, George Lucas, when they were asking, you know, like, does you know the Night Sisters are using in some way the Force, you know, to create all this magic and everything, and George Lucas just simply said, no, it's just magic. But then, you know, in the end, the Filoni said, you know, that they use magic, but in some way connected with the Force. So, like, what is the true thing here? Like, they're just using magic, or they're using some way of their particular type of the Force. I mean, I don't know. I mean, when I heard both when I heard them both answering this, you know, I really get confused. Like, you know, like, are they using some kind of particular way of the Force, or they're using magic, or like the Force and magic together? I mean,
maybe both.
Mixed up together. I know. I'm just saying, you know what I heard.
As I always say, those Night Sisters, and any other types of Brotherhood sisters, that type are very enigmatic. So you have to know and realize that you will not see so soon and find out how those things are possible with them. Especially when it comes to rituals.
Oh yeah, the rituals. The rituals is one fucking big thing, you know, because just remember what they did with Savage Operas. You know, when they transforming you like this big like muscle killing machine, you know, of that skinny little Zabrak that he was, you know, at the beginning, you know, and also like bringing Darth Maul back, you know, when they give him the mechanical arms with the magic and everything. Yeah. Also, don't forget the episode in the Clone Wars when Jar Jar Binks was trying to rescue his love interest, you know, that I don't know if it was like the ambassador or something like that, but do you remember the episode when she was kidnapped by the Mother Talzin?
Yeah.
Yes.
They came to the rescue.
Yeah, but one thing is, you know, that I really like it when it comes to, like, precisely, you know, coming back again to Dathomir, is like seeing the temple in ruins, because after all, you have to remember...
that was really good. That was really good. This is one of the positive points to see temple in ruins.
Yeah, but
you know, we give the honor.
Or the 66.
When Grievous.
Oh yeah, Grievous.
No,
when
the
he...
66. The Grievous.
What the fuck should I know? I mean, every single time when you do this, you always think about the 66.
Not always, but...
Okay,
right.
Oh, excuse me, 95% of the time, okay? But still, okay, calm down, calm down. Okay. Yeah, like you said, you know, General Grievous came there and fucked everyone up.
Despite the sorcery.
Yeah, despite the sorcery, he slaughtered every last one of them, and that was exactly the same time when the Sarge Ventress became one of them. You know, and of course Mother Talzin, you know, then abandoned her, you know, because even if she is Darth Maul's mother, she's a bitch. Yeah, literally, she's a bitch. You know, but still, you know, like I said, I really like, you know, the the idea, like all the ruins and everything, because like I said, he's been a very long time since all of them were slaughtered and everything, But and also speaking of that, I really like the inside, where like the altar is, and everything, and also the one thing I really like
the dusty old things.
Yes, when Darth Maul was collecting things from his past, also including two things: the portrait, well, sort of portrait, because because that didn't look like the fucking Duchess Satine that I know from the Clone Wars, but still, the portrait of the Duchess and the dark saber from Death Watch.
Oh yeah.
I mean, okay, fair enough. Back before that, he was a Jedi lightsaber, but still, that he was stolen by the Mandalorians, but it became like the symbol of the Death Watch, the dark saber, because if you remember from the Clone Wars, Pre Vizsla was the one who had the first one who had the dark saber, before Darth Maul, cut off his head and took his place, but still.
The point
So
is
it was really good, to go back, to the Clone Wars and memories and everything. I really enjoyed that. Now, when it comes to what did you thought about the ritual? When they were trying to get the answers, what they were looking for.
The ritual, well, the very beginning, how they posed and get those cups for where the magic thing potion was kind of like okay. Cheers! Let's celebrate.
Yeah, but what did you thought?
But as for the ritual itself and its effects was quite creepy, especially when the ghosts of Narcissus possessed Kaden and Sabine.
Yeah, because we have forgot to mention one thing, that Sabine and Kanan were following him Maul, because like Kanan said at the beginning, he doesn't trust Maul, and he also tries to prove to Ezra that he doesn't, he can't trust him completely, But even at the end, even Ezra, I think in this episode finally understands you can completely trust to Maul, because of him and Maul's, plans. They became, possessed by the ghosts of the Night Sisters, Which, when it comes to possession, for me, it was sci-fi. It was completely sci-fi, but it was really handled actually very well.
Yeah.
In a way, how they handled it was really well done.
Those possessed bodies, zombies cannot go outside the temple.
Yeah, because the main, what should I say, the main core of their power is the altar, And Ezra, to free them, or he has to take them out of the cave, like he did with Sabine, or destroy the altar. Yeah, because that was the source. That was the source of the power.
On the way to bring the connection.
Also, the one thing is I really like is because we have to is when Darth Maul was talking, when he was talking to Ezra to embrace his destiny. We can walk that path. The twin sons together. As friends, as brothers. I mean, in that moment, Darth Maul sounded to me pretty desperate. Because I mean,
and here goes he.
He had a lot
insane. He's insane here, definitely.
No, he is insane. He's completely insane. Yeah. But you have to understand one thing. He went through a lot of shit. Like he lost his last part to he had his first defeat against Obi-Wan Kenobi. Then after that, he lost his brother. He lost Mandalore. He lost his mother at the hands of Darth Sidious, Count Dooku, and Grievous. Also including the comment of the Son of Death. But still, he lost his family. In the battle, against the Dark Lord of the Sith. Yep. So you can, and at the end, like I said, I can definitely assume, that even the remains of the Death Watch, also abandoned him. So you can definitely see that he went under some really big shit, nasty shit, when it comes to, losses, and despair and everything. So I can some way understand why, he wants Ezra his apprentice. Because if you remember at the beginning, he said, like, when Kanan said to him, like, he's not your apprentice, he said, yet. No,
now,
for now,
Ezra says, but Ezra simply complied with anger. Never.
Yeah, but here's the one thing. We already know that the planet where it comes between suns is Tatooine, and we also know the key to destroy the Sith, which is
Obi-Wan Kenobi, or better said, Ben Kenobi.
We'll talk about that later. We're gonna talk about it a little bit later, the key, in this episode we confirmed, that Darth Maul and Ezra at the same time they're looking for Obi-Wan. Now the question is, you know, the race. No, not the race. Sorry. The question is, who's gonna find him first?
Yeah.
You know,
Because Maul seeks vengeance.
and Ezra seeks, you know, a way to destroy the
Salvation.
Sith. See, he seeks salvation.
Yeah.
Exactly. So the thing is, you know, when Darth Maul said, you know, it ends where it begins. You know, did you understand, you know, what he meant by that?
Yeah. It means the Anakin Skywalker was found. Exactly.
Yes, where he fought Qui-Gon. He meant about that time, you know. You know, like it ends where it begins. You know.
And we also in the original film we also find there looks Skywalker.
Yeah. And so overall, also the one thing before we came to our discussions and everything, what I want to mention is that I'm really happy to see Sabine getting the Darksaber. I'm really happy because
she's Mandalorian.
Yeah, and that is the symbol of Death Watch, because if you have the Darksaber, you control Death Watch. You know. So I'm really happy to see Sabine finally like getting the Darksaber, you know, because like I said, like we both said, it's a Mandalorian weapon. You know, even if it was a Jedi lightsaber.
And here creates the theory how she will use this saber to return to Mandalore and try to gain Mandalore's favor to
Speaking of Mandalore, here's the thing: a lot of people are theorizing. Do you think that the Duchess Satine is the mother of Sabine?
I don't know.
I don't know because
I don't know.
I know. I mean, that is a very hard pill to swallow. You know. I mean, for me,
if that comes true, that would be a complete shock.
Because for me, the more argued solution will be is that she is the daughter of the sister of Satine, the one who was with Vizsla in the Death Watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. If she was her daughter, then I'll understand that. But Satine, no, I'm not on that train.
We will see how the.
But speaking, you said Ben Kenobi at the end. Yes. Because now that we know that both of them are searching for Obi-Wan Kenobi, the question right now is how and when this is going to happen. I mean, well, let's go one step another. What did you think about that? Where do you think this is going to happen? Do you think it's going to happen? Well, okay, let me rephrase that. Do you think it's going to happen in the second part of the season 3? And when?
As for the season 3, I would expect to happen more at the end, before the finale. Because the finale, I expect to see in the finale, last episode of season 3, I expect it to be like some kind of between mini movie, between 40 and 55 minutes duration.
I know.
I believe this should be very complicated, very deep, and very dark. And I also expect to see at least bigger battle between Rebellion and Throne.
I know. I mean,
we will see how.
Okay, for me, here's the thing. For me, I expect it to be somewhere near the end of season 3, the voyage, you know, to get to Obi-Wan Kenobi, you know. I expect it somewhere near, very near the end, to happen. And if that happens, I want it to be not only one episode or two. I want it to be a 3-part episode. I want it to be a 3-part story.
I agree.
You know, because like I said, if Darth Maul,
Obi-Wan is very talented character.
If Darth Maul has to die, he has to die, you know, by the hands of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, no, maybe I say it wrongly, you know, because I really want to see is Darth Vader killing Darth Maul, but still, you know, if they already like if it is his destiny to die at the hands of Obi-Wan, then so be it. Yeah. You know, because like I said before, like you said, Ben Kenobi. The thing is, they say right now Obi-Wan Kenobi, but the thing is that in the original movies, he was called Ben Kenobi, and even Obi-Wan said that he wasn't called Obi-Wan since a very long time. Since I think it was like before that time when Luke was born. Yeah. You know, he wasn't called. You know,
at the end of Clone Wars.
Yeah, at the end of Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah,
and Luke was born.
Yeah, this is basically the end of Clone Wars.
Not exactly. Not exactly.
The Revenge of the Sith film, just right after Execution Order 66.
Yes. So I mean, I really wanted to see how they're gonna use that.
Those
because,
are the last few seconds in the
yeah,
movie.
because like I said, they cannot call him Obi-Wan Kenobi. They have to
Right.
call him Ben Kenobi. You know, because if they call him Obi-Wan Kenobi before Luke Skywalker can call him like that, you know, in that way they can then create this big rupture in the timeline.
Yeah.
You know, of Star Wars. So I'm really interested to see in a way how they're gonna do that. You know, in what way. You know.
They have to be careful about this. Very careful.
Yeah, they have to be
Very
very careful.
careful.
Yeah, very careful.
Do not disturb the original timeline.
Yeah, they have to be very careful about that because, like I said, like Darth Vader, also Obi-Wan, he's a very, very, how should I put it?
Sensitive.
Very
character.
sensitive character.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because
Very
it's
sensitive
high
character
caliber
to
and
use
the
and
original
how
showing
and
in,
when.
in movies.
Yeah. So overall, we shall see what happens. We shall
Yeah.
see what happens. So also before I want to end this episode, I just want to say is that after this episode we have to wait. I think it was like until January 7th, you know, before we came to Ghost of Geonosis,
Yeah.
which I think is gonna be a reference to the Death Star. I mean,
I believe
it will
so.
be about that time, you know, we find out a little bit in Star Wars Rebels about the Death Star and everything. So overall, you know, like I said, until Ghost of Geonosis appears, we're gonna be on break for
Yeah.
the Christmas
Yeah.
holidays.
Just like Star Wars Rebels cast group.
Yeah, yeah.
Because after all, we earned it. Sorry.
Yeah. So overall, for now, for this mid-season finale of season 3, we are done. For this episode, I will give. Fair enough. I will give this episode. Actually a 4 out of 5. You know, just because mostly because of the ritual, Darth Maul being back and everything. The only negative I had, you know, with this episode is a little bit. I mean, they handled the possession in a good way. But you know, somehow, you know, I could skip that. But the one thing I really said about when it comes to the negative is how the hell Bender disappeared.
Yeah.
That was the only negative in this episode. How the hell this
Mine
disappeared
too.
that
Mine
big?
too. I was how that just like you said. How the hell did something big like a Bendu vanish? Like, whoa. Did he have some kind of is it a cloak or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a
So
myth. As for the points, same as him. 4.
yeah. So for you it's 4 or 5. Oh yeah. Before we also stopped the recording and everything. What do you think that Maul has given up on Ezra?
I don't know, because according to my knowledge of Maul in the movie and in the Clone Wars and now in the Rebels, he is quite stubborn and not so easily to give up.
Yeah, I mean that's the way also
Not so
I
easily to
think.
give up.
I mean,
just remember in
He
the
just said you disappoint me, Ezra,
Yeah.
but still, I believe, you know, in some way he didn't give up on him.
just remember what happened after Sidious defeated on Mandalore.
When he said, "Do not worry, I'm not going to kill you. I have other uses for you."
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, you have to remember he put him in prison.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
put
when
him
it comes to Sen,
in
that
prison because he didn't kill him.
Yeah, he didn't kill him. So in some way, I could definitely see that he still has some kind of chances to get Ezra to the dark side. I don't know.
Yeah,
We
and
should see
see
in the future.
more of his more sanity.
You mean insanity?
Insanity, yeah.
But still, overall, here we are now, ladies and gentlemen. 4 out of 5 for me, and
4 or 5 for me too. And let's just not forget to be polite,
Oh.
wish them a happy new year and Merry Christmas. And have a good
Exactly.
time with your family, with your friends, and see you when next time in January.
exactly, ladies and gentlemen, what he said. Read the video, comment, subscribe, like always. Give me thoughts. This is going to give me something what you personally think about the episode, about Darth Maul. Do you think Darth Maul has given up on Ezra? What do you think is going to happen next? What do you think Obi-Wan is going to finally appear? Star Wars Rebels. Do you think we're going to have this late Christmas gift that we're going to finally see Obi-Wan after all this time? Drop us a like. We'll really appreciate it. Peace, everyone. Have an awesome rest of the day. And like always, like my partner said, Happy Christmas holidays. Happy New Year. See you until the second part of Star Wars Rebels Season 3,
In January.
Ghost of Geonosis. See you next time.